What is it like to work at the Dallas Arboretum?
Okay. What it's like to work at the Dallas Arboretum, it's kind of something different every single day, which is pretty cool. So we have all of our seasonal events. So Dallas Blooms just ended, but we're now in Zim Sculpt, so it's kind of always something going on, which is nice, but it also sometimes is kind of crazy for our events because, you know, we have the public, but then we also have to deal with the after-hour events and getting everything in. So overall, I'd say it's really great working here. But like I said, every day is a new adventure, so it's kind of nice. So for the larger events, I would say, you know, it takes, I would say at least 10 months to plan ahead of time, like for Mad Hatters or, you know, Artscape or anything like that. We started planning it last year. So for those, you know, like I've been working with some of my weddings for a year because I just hit my 1 year mark in February. So for some of them, I booked them back then and I've been working with them the whole way, and now I'm finally, you know, finishing up the wedding. So it kind of just depends on the size of the event, but for the larger ones, I'd say sometimes it takes up to about a year to even get that planned. I would definitely say Mad Hatters is our biggest one that we have to plan personally within the special events department. Yeah, so it's a 1-day event. It lasts, I think, from about 10 to 2. It's a pretty short event, so it's kind of crazy how much work goes into it. You have, like, the ladies just show up, they have no idea how long, like, we're gonna be there at 4:30 in the morning to start setting up for that event, so.
Angela Rollins. I'm the Director of Sales and Special Events at the Dallas Arboretum. And I guess my job entails running the department that's over all private events. It's about 600 events a year. About half is corporate, half is wedding. And my job is to make sure that all those events are executed correctly and we hit budget. In a nutshell. So this event actually starts at 10 a.m., but we had to be here this morning at 4:30 to lay the linens. There's 50 linens out there that we had to lay because the florist was coming in at 5:30, and we had to make sure all the tables were covered by then. And so now we're kind of in a holding period where we have to wait for the AV company to come back in and get all the rest of our tables set up. Our setup crew will be here probably in the next hour to set up the rest of our tables, our PA system, which we'll check. Probably about 9, I'll go change in the bathroom because that's the reality of the job is you're not in these cute little clothes all the time. You're in yoga pants and a t-shirt until an hour before the event. You go change in the bathroom. This is probably the biggest event we do every year. It takes a lot of logistics, and I have 4 people in with me this morning, but I've got another 5 to 6 people coming in this afternoon to actually execute the entire event because there's about 500 people coming. So I think everybody underestimates what we do. I think they think we're the cute little girls in the black dresses in the back and just kind of on the walkie-talkies and tiptoe through life, when really we're climbing through the bushes to turn on light switches, find power, cutting coasters out of cardboard so our tables are level. I've had a lot of people come into this position, the manager position, as well as the event facilitator position, who really just think you're here to put on pretty weddings, when half the time you're being screamed at by a client because it's raining and you're supposed to be able to control that. I've lost a lot of people who just really said, I can't do this, it's too much stress, thanks. So now when I interview people, I really tell them the rough description of the job, the reality of it. So our lifestyle is different. when you have an event position, because you have to be okay with not having the standard weekends. Our Saturdays, Sundays are events. That's all we do. So that's kind of the main thing. I used to get made fun of. My friends used to ask me, well, when do you actually see your husband? So I try to understand, I do understand that people have lives. People have social lives. People want to celebrate anniversaries on a weekend. They want to go to their friends' weddings or baby showers. So that's why our team works so closely to each other. We're actually all pretty good friends in and outside of work, because we cover for one another whenever there's a personal thing that has come up, or whenever we need somebody to work our event for us, or just have Saturday night off. Plus it's for your own sanity. If you work every Saturday in a year, you're gonna lose your mind, and you're gonna, get a new job. So.